What's happening now?
Hey guys, welcome back to the Kubota Monster channel. My name is Pete and this is What's Happening Now. So on this episode of What's Happening Now, I am going to answer some of the questions that I got. Some of these questions I got multiple times, so I jotted them down and figured why not answer your questions. Some are silly, some aren't. So, but we'll answer them anyway. This episode sponsored by beer, so go grab yourself one, nice cold one. I got my cold freezer glass here. That is so good. And drinking with the Monster, can't beat that. So, let's start off with the first question, and we'll get it out of the way. Why is your BX taking so long to come? I'm not going to answer that one. Not now. I'm going to answer that and my whole experience in another video. So let's move on. This one's a good one. You look rich. Why not just hire a landscaper and a lawn service? If you can afford a BX, you should be able to afford a lawn service. So, all you BX owners out there, did you know that you guys were rich? I guess we are. I guess we're all rich. The reason why I don't have a lawn service is because I actually enjoy doing my lawn myself. Am I rich? Sure, I am rich. I have a home. I have a beautiful family, and I have nice things. And I am living the middle class dream of owning a home and being in debt. This thing, like all other BX owners and other tractor owners, comes with a nice 0% financing so that middle class people can continue to put themselves in debt to have nice things. So, with that said, let's go on to the next one. Why didn't you keep the John Deere? Or keep them both? Or why didn't you keep the John Deere? Because the Kubota is garbage. So, John Deere hater there. But the reason why I can't keep both is because, guess what? I'm not rich. That's why. Cheers. So, that was why don't you keep both machines. I answered that because I'm not rich. I would have loved to keep both machines. I'm going to miss my John Deere. It was great, but got to give a little, take a little bit, weigh out your options and what's going to work best for you at the end. Why do you do unboxing and first impression videos? I think they're stupid. Well, sorry that I think you're stupid. I think they're kind of fun. I came across unboxing videos when I was doing research years ago for DJ equipment. And I would come across some videos of some people opening up the box of whatever it is they received via DJ equipment for the first time. And to me, it was exciting. I was like, wow, look at this. It was like, you know, watching somebody opening up their Christmas gift. You know, you worked hard, you saved up your money, you ordered something, it came, and now we're going to open it up and see it and turn it on and, you know, look at it and feel it and touch it. And for me, I thought it was exciting. So I started doing those videos on my DJ channel as well. And I said, why not do it here on this channel? I mean, everybody loves to see something new. If they want to order it, if they're interested in it, how it comes packed, what do you think? You know, and it also keeps the manufacturers that we are purchasing these things on their toes too, because, you know, if something comes to me and it's not properly packaged or came damaged or whatever. I have it on video, and they're like, oh snap, you know what, we got busted, we better, you know, throw a couple bucks into our shipping methods. So that's why I like doing unboxing videos. Why Messick and not your local dealer for purchasing your Kubota? When I was looking at the Kubota BX, I went on the Kubota website. I went to build your Kubota BX, and I built my machine, and it said, do you want a quote? So I went through the online quoting process and put in my zip code, and it sent the quote to, I think, 2 local dealers, okay? They didn't get back to me. I didn't hear a word from them. So I built it again and sent out another quote to the Messicks. I sent out a quote to Messick's, and I got an email back right away, not from my salesman, from another salesman, and says a nicely, you know, packaged BX was for X amount of dollars. I was like, oh, okay, wow, that number that he sent me in an email was a lot cheaper than what I had built online, which I expect. You never want to pay retail. You never want to pay full price for what you're building online. So I said, okay. So then I emailed him back and I said, hey, I have a trade-in, blah, 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 blah. And I never heard back from him. He didn't get back to me. So I was like, that's strange. That noise that you hear right now, it's starting to rain outside, of course. So a couple days passed, and I said, you know what? I said, let me call, okay? So I called, and you know, the keypad for sales, blah, 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 blah. I hit 2 or whatever it was, and my salesman picked up, Justin. And I said, hey, this is what I'm looking for. I'm also looking to trade this John Deere in, blah, 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 blah. I gave him the list, and he right away wrote everything down, and he came up with a guesstimate, an initial number right away for me, and then he sent me the hard copy that night, and I had it in writing, and I was like, oh, wow, okay. So I then called up my local Kubota dealer, which is literally 10 minutes up the road, and I said, hey, this is what I'm looking for. What can you do? I said, just to let you know, I have a quote already from another dealership, and he came back, and his response to me was, I can't even come close to that price. I hope they give it to you. I hope they stand by their word. So when I heard that, I was like, wow. He's like, he was about $6,000, $5,000 higher. And I was like, okay, well, it pays to go to a bigger volume dealership because they get bigger discounts, and lots of those discounts get passed on to us. So that's why I did Messick's and not my local dealer. Now my local dealer will probably get my service work, you know. So next question. Back to the delivery disaster video. I get a lot of comments. Why are you blaming the kids? I never blame the kids. I blame the driver for bringing his kids, okay? And even then, you know, you could bring your kids to work. I bring my daughter to work every now and then, but she sits and when I have to work, she lets me work. She's out of my way. She's not causing me any problems. She's normally sitting in the office on my Wi-Fi. I never blame the kids. The kids are innocent. And if they're out in the rain, in the street, running around, not listening, whose fault is that? That's not their fault. That's not a 6 and a 9-year-old's fault. That's the parents' fault. And unlike Neil in the video, the second delivery video, where he said, you know, we don't want to blame the driver. Well, I disagree with him. I do blame the driver. It was the driver's fault. Okay? There were things that he could have and should have done, and he didn't. And he dropped the ball. So we have to blame somebody, and he's to blame. We're not blaming the kids. Kids have no blame in it, whether they were here or not here. Okay? Why are you getting dollies for your BX? I never take my loader off. Well, that's good that you never take your loader off. As you can see right now, I have my loader off because I'm going to take my loader off. This is a lawnmower for me, and I'm not going to be mowing my lawn with a front loader or backhoe on there. Everybody uses their BX differently. This primarily is going to be a lawnmower during the spring to fall months, and a snowblower in the winter months. So if I need to move some mulch or some rocks or some dirt, dig a hole to plant a tree, then that's when that stuff is going to be connected. So that's why I bought the dollies, to make it easy for me to move around in here once I get this place organized. And once it's organized, everything will have its home. It'll be easy to move around. And, you know, we're not getting any younger, so I want my life to be easier. Were you offered a deal to keep the BX that fell off the truck? Nope, never. I was never offered anything. Hey, Pete, we'll give you a little incentive if you keep it. I would have been open to hearing an offer if they would have said, hey, we'll give you X amount of dollars off and maybe an extended warranty if you keep it, and, you know, we'll repair whatever's damaged on it. I might have kept it. I might have kept it. But I was never offered anything. It's always been either they were going to fix that machine and I keep it as is and pay whatever it is, or I get a new machine. Okay? I was never offered any other alternative. I don't get the Monster name. I've heard this a few times too, which my first thought to my head is, why do you need to get the Monster name? Like, you know, I don't need to understand why you name your kid Ryan or Daniel or Peter, which is a very fine name, if I must say. But there is a reason, okay? Excuse me, I'm not drunk or anything. But I just thought this was a monster of a machine for what it is. Okay, it really packs a punch in a small package. It does a lot of things, and it's sort of, you know, what I like to say, a beast of a machine, you know? So it's a monster. And the cartoon character I got is from an old Bugs Bunny cartoon, Looney Tunes cartoon from years ago, from my childhood, and he's red. Phone call. We're gonna have to call Tony back. Let me shut the ringer off. This is one take, guys. One take. So the Kubota Monster itself, this guy right here, his name is Gossamer, and he's from an old Looney Tune cartoon. And even though he's red, he's close to orange, I guess, you know. And I said, oh, that'd be cool, you know, putting those two together and calling it the Kubota Monster. So it's a beast of a machine, and that's why I call it a monster. Okay? Will the Kubota fit in the garage with the ROPS up? It will not. This is a 7-foot garage. My house garage is the same thing, 7 feet. It will not fit in the garage. It's very hot out. So the ROPS does have to come down. With the ROPS down, there's probably a good 6 inches of space to get in the garage. Plenty of room. And I love it. I love it. Okay. What was Neil Messick like? Seemed like a nice guy, regular guy. Very cordial. Yeah, I mean, that was it, you know. Can't really tell much about a person in a few minutes. They got here, got out of the car, we shook hands, we said hello, pulled the Kubota Monster up to the driveway, and I told him the kind of videos that I'd wanted to make. We made the videos. He helped with the making of the videos and, you know, location and stuff like that, since, you know, he's pretty good at his videos. And we made the videos. I asked him a few questions about the machine and my lot and stuff like that, and that was it. I gave them a Coke and sent them on their way back to Pennsylvania. So seems like a nice enough guy. Every interaction I've had with him so far, he's been very nice. What are all the accessories you've got with your Kubota Monster? Before we get to all the accessories, don't forget that this is sponsored by beer. So be sure to get your beer. It's very hot. You guys are allowed to drink more than one beer on a hot sunny day. All right, we don't want to overflow it. We don't want to waste this little bit. Okay, so accessories. You're looking at one right there. I have the deluxe cab, the Curtis cab, and it's got the front LED lights, it's got the wiper, it's got the rear wiper, and it's got the back LED lights. I'll do a review on another video and my impressions of the cab and everything later on. We got the grass catcher. We got a 50-inch snowblower with all the hydraulics, and we have a 60-inch Land Pride rear blade. We also have a set of pallet forks for the quick hitch bucket. We have a backhoe thumb. Am I missing anything? We have a quick hitch, 3-point quick hitch from Land Pride. We have, what else? I'm looking around. We have that, the front hitch for the snowblower. And I also have a Land Pride grapple coming for the third function kit that was also installed. And there's also heat in there. I think that's it. That's it for accessories. And the last question that I probably get the most is, does that thing have AC? No, it does not have AC. Am I sorry that it doesn't have AC? Well, you know, a lot of these videos, you see me sweating all the time. But no, I'm not sorry that it doesn't have AC. I don't mind sweating. I don't mind the heat. The doors come off. The windows open. The hood pops up. I could deal with the heat. It's the cold that I don't want to deal with. So that's why I got the cab with the heater. Do they make an an AC unit for this. Man, you know what? I've seen so many comments online. Yes, they do. No, they don't. I talked to Curtis and they said no. I talked to Curtis and they said yes. You can't have AC on this unit because the top pops up and it's the backhoe. You can have it. It's just an extended wire. But who knows? I don't know. I would call Curtis and talk to a sales guy there and see. Yeah, I don't know. I would call Curtis and ask them if you have the BX23 and you're interested in an AC unit. I would call them. Now, if you have one of the other BX models, the cab is a little different. The top doesn't pop open, and I know for sure that you can get an AC unit on those. But for the 23S, I don't know. And that's it, guys. That's what's happening now. So hopefully I answered all your questions. If you guys have more questions, we can always do another Q&A. I do keep them in the back of my head and write them down on my computer on this notes little program that I got. And if I get enough of them, and we'll just make another video. So thanks for tuning in, guys. I appreciate your support. And as always, hit that like button, subscribe, tell a friend. We are growing. We're growing. We're getting there. And it's all because of you guys. And hopefully we continue. Hopefully you like my silly videos and watching me learn, because I know I'm not the only one out there that's in this same bucket or same boat, right? Bucket, boat, right? Boat, the same boat. Me messing up, I'm sure there's a lot of you guys that are doing the same thing out there. So we'll see you next time. Bye.
What's happening now?